So the president recently signed the two-pot system into law, and this is what it means for your money. So it means that on the 1st of September, when you make your pension and your retirement annuity contributions, this will no longer just go into one sort of investment. There'll be some subcategories or those sub-pots in those investments where 1/3 will go into a savings pot and 2/3 will go into a retirement pot. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what that means. Hi, my name is Yolanda. I'm a wealth advisor, and it is my goal on this platform to give you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to manage money well, to live abundantly, and build generational wealth. I'm also the director of Solomon Wealth Management, where we help South Africans like you in South Africa and outside South Africa build generational wealth and manage their money well. So today we're talking about the two-part retirement system. I'm going to try and make it as simple as I can so that you can understand how this thing works and how it will impact your retirement. So this is what's going to happen from the 1st of September. So you're at work, for example, and let's say your pension contribution is 2,000 rands. And that 1,000 comes from you, okay, which is tax deductible, and the other 1,000 comes from your employer. And what you should know by now that employer contribution is taxed on your tax number as a fringe benefit. So traditionally what happens, this goes directly into the pension, and the pension is then investing these funds for your retirement. But what's going to happen on the 1st of September is this thing is going to be split into 1/3 and 2/3. So this 1/3 is going to be known as your savings pot. And there's going to be some rules for the savings pot. And your 2/3 are going to be known as your retirement pot. Now, these funds are going to be in your pension according to your name. Nobody's going to take your funds. It's going to be invested according to the funds that you select when you start work. And hopefully you're reviewing this regularly with your financial advisor on your RA side and with your work advisor as well, if you have the option to select your own funds. But important thing here is there's rules for these two. And this is what we're going to discuss today. The first rule is that whatever's in the savings pot, you are going to be able to make 100% withdrawal once a year on this. The minimum here that needs to be in here is 2,000 rands. Obviously, that's not a lot of money, okay? But that's basically the minimum. There's no maximum, right? So maybe 10, 20, 30 years down the line, when there's something substantial in here, you will be able to make a full withdrawal of the savings pot. So obviously this is something new. It's going to take time, and there's always pain when something new comes about. But it's important for you to understand these things. The pain comes in when you do make a withdrawal. You will be taxed according to your marginal tax rate. All right, so you got to know where you sit in the tax bracket with your gross annual income. That's an important thing for you to know, and you can go to the SARS website and get the most updated tax table from SARS. The rule about this is you can never touch this money. You can't cash it out like this money. The current system is you can resign and take the whole pot as a collective. From the 1st of September, all the new money that falls into this two pots will follow these rules that I'm discussing. So whatever comes in here, the 2/3, it will grow. When you move jobs, you can move that with you into a preserver. The two-pot component will be within the preserver or within the RA, wherever you choose to keep that money. You'll never be able to access that before retirement. There are some exceptions, for example, divorce, immigration. If you're immigrating financially, obviously you've got to wait your 3 years before you touch that retirement pot. What will happen when you retire to this pot? Again, you won't have that lump sum in your hand. You are going to have to buy an annuity or invest into an annuity. Now, that's the whole post-retirement planning thing where we will, sitting with an advisor, we'll talk to you about living annuities, life annuities, hybrid solutions. That's a whole other video. We're not going to touch there. But just know whatever's in this pot, in your retirement pot, you will never get cash in your hand. That's an important thing to understand, especially if you're planning for retirement and thinking you're going to get a lump sum. You're not. Your lump sum is going to come from here. So if you don't withdraw from here, now you can take this 1/3 cash upon retirement. Right? So it's important not just to deplete this savings fund, right? You got to have a strategy, understand all of the rules, all of the workings around this new pension system. Something significant that's going to happen, and I think that's where a lot of people are up in arms, is the seeding that's going to happen. And what's going to happen to your old money? Now, your old money is going to follow the old rules, meaning that you would be able to resign and take that whole chunk in cash in your hands after paying the heavy taxes, right? You will have an option to do that. You don't have to do that. And when you don't do that, come the 31st of August 2024, your old money is going to go into a pot. This is a vested pot. All right? The vested pot will follow the old rules. So even on the 31st of August, your money automatically will be vested. And then in 10 years' time, if you want to access this money, you will access it according to the old rules. Right? So this money, nobody's taking this money. It's all yours. It will just follow the old rules. 1st of September's contributions will follow the new rules. Another important thing that's happening on the 31st of August 2024 is 10% or a max of 30,000 Rand will automatically drop into your savings pot, which you will be able to access. All right. Now, if you're sitting with 200,000 in total in your pension fund, obviously the 10% will be used and 20,000 will go in here. If you're sitting with 3 million in your pension fund, 30,000 will be used and 30,000 will be going in here, which you'll be able to access. The rules are telling us the 1st of September. Whether the asset managers will be ready is another story. That's essentially the new retirement system. All right. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of maths that needs to be involved. You must understand your personal income tax tables, understand Regulation 28 to make this work for you. Sit with your personal financial advisor and get financial advice. If you want everything done for you in ready-to-learn training, that's available on my website, Financially Fabulous Females. You can go online, book a ticket for Retirement Bootcamp. You'll get lifetime access to Retirement Bootcamp, where you can access all the information, all of the rules, all of the strategies that you should be using to retire sweetly in South Africa.